This game came up in my last review, so let's talk about Luminous today, or possibly Lumines. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. This is a wonderful, very music-based puzzle game where the whole point is to make squares and rectangles out of smaller squares. And much like I was talking about with Tetris Effect, there is not a constant escalation of speed. Things get faster, they get slower. You have time to breathe. And in fact, depending on how you play, you can play this virtually endlessly, as you can see here in this footage, where if you position things just right, you can constantly get that bonus for single color. In rarer occasions, you can even get repeated bonus for having a completely clear stage. And some people would say, oh, well, doesn't that make this a weak puzzle game? I said, no, it depends on the reason you're playing, because, as talked about, I do view puzzle games in general as sort of I don't know if therapeutic is the right term, but it certainly helps me work out other things, kind of when my mind's busy with, clearing lines or clearing squares, in this case. It lets me work out other things in the back of my mind. But this game is unique because it has a lot of different music. Every time you move a piece, you get a little music sting that kind of oddly always seems to integrate with the background music. And the colors are always so beautiful. But it is not just a single-player puzzle game. You can play head-to-head. There's also a versus CPU mode, which is just the two-player mode, but with a CPU. There's also modes for making puzzles where it gives you like a picture you need to somehow make out of the pieces, and the goal is to make that picture. And of course, as you play, you unlock the songs and backgrounds and colors, and you can play just one, or you can go to a mode and shuffle them, as has been most of the footage in this, to see just a random assortment of what can be unlocked. Yeah. This was the best reason to own a PSP, but now that it's available on Switch, you can use that in handheld mode and have the same joy. It's also very much worth getting in any platform. The footage for this video is the Steam version. And so, if you're a fan of puzzle games, I would say this is definitely worth your time.